don't make it a measuring contest. Learn to appreciate one another. Like, you don't know the type of day that your wife had. Um, they don't know the day that you had. But I think that you should be able to just walk into a situation, have some situational awareness, kind of read the room and see what's going on, and then just go with it.
Hey, my name is Willie Cisneros, and I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, a mama of 3 girls, and married for 23 years. I am obsessed with helping you navigate through the seasons of marriage, helping couples like you break free from feeling like roommates. I will teach you the secrets to having a healthy marriage by providing tools and tips to help you reconnect in a way that you can't keep your hands off each other, where flirting and kissing is the norm in your household. Setting intentional time to date, get to know and support each other's dreams and goals so that you can grow together without keeping score or judging one another. Where you feel seen and heard even when you disagree. Where arguments end with mutual respect and understanding. Where you work together to build and strengthen your family so no one feels like they're carrying the weight of the family on their own. These are the necessary skills your children need for you to model so that they develop healthy relationships and thrive in life. This is the Empowered and Unapologetic Podcast. Working mom versus working dad. Navigating the challenges and joys of being working parents. Couples often encounter a variety of issues that stem from balancing professional and family life. In today's episode, we are going to dive into this topic. And not only am I going to combine personal experience, I'm also going to provide you with expert steps. In order to do this successfully, I decided to invite my husband, who is 1,000% thrilled to join us. So ladies, please help me by welcoming Willie Cisneros. Hey babe.
What's up, everybody?
So, working mom versus working dad. I mean, we all know if it was a competition, working moms would win. Working moms would 1,000% win.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm serious. What do you mean? You know, this is straight up most women. Like about 95, 99% of my listeners are women. Go ahead. I'm going to tell you right now.
We're going to clear some air right now.
Well, we could clear some air, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is a losing battle.
Maybe
all right.
To your audience.
What?
Maybe to your audience.
So working mom versus working dad. So the first topic or the first common issue couples have is the balancing act. Struggling to maintain a balance between professional responsibilities and parenting duties. So I will allow you to go first. What have been the struggles with you balancing work life and professional life?
I don't think there is really a balance between personal and professional life. I work, I get off, and I continue to work. Because it's doing whatever is needed, whatever things that need to be done with our kids' lives and balancing all those things that we have events that take place afterwards. We have our kids that are going in every which way. We have tasks that need to be done at the house. You have things that need to get done that you ask me since I'm home already.
Can you give me an example? So can you give me a time or a memory you had where you're trying to balance your professional life and be a dad and be a husband all at the same time and shit just went wild? Like, was there ever a time you were on a phone call with the office, or maybe you were in a very, very important meeting and things are just going haywire at home? Willie works from home, by the way, ladies.
So I would say before, in my past life, when I was in the Marine Corps, during my past life, I would when I came home, I left and it was dark. I came home and it was dark. And it would be a thing of I didn't feel like I was owed anything because I was gone and working so long. I knew that when I came back, there was I had to get a feel for the room and see the way that you were. So I would incorporate that into my decision, and that's where I went from there.
So let me give you one of my memories. And it actually just happened. So I'm in back-to-back sessions. Brooklyn had parents lunch this week, right?
Mhm.
And that was on Tuesday. So I was in back-to-back meetings, and I ended up taking my meetings from home, realizing that I forgot my laptop at home, and I was already running close to being late for my session. I ended up borrowing your laptop, went upstairs, doing the whole damn thing, and acting as if everything's cool, right? I'm here to do a job, and I cannot allow my personal life to impact my professional life. So there I am in session on my husband's laptop, and I'm conducting this therapy session. From that therapy session, I had another meeting. Knocked out the other meeting. The problem was I didn't have access to my husband's computer password. He gave it to me like 50,000 times, and he's probably going to look at me crazy right now because he has given me that podcast episode thousands of times. But for whatever reason, password. I couldn't think of it. I couldn't access it. I couldn't find it. So there I am on my phone trying to conduct a meeting. He finally sends me a text message back. I get on the laptop. Things are fine. But I look and I'm behind. I'm completely behind. And I'm hungry. I'm feeling overwhelmed because I'm trying to get all of these things done. I realize I need to go to the office. So I race to the office. As I'm racing to the office, I'm calling Aaliyah and asking her, Aaliyah, can you please pick us up food? Can you please pick up food? And she's like, Mom, I'm on it. So she picks up the food that I'm going to have with my daughter for parent lunch. I end up looking at the time and I arrive to the parent lunch 10 minutes late. And for me, it is 1,000% this balancing act. I'm trying to make sure that I don't fail in certain areas. And I'm going to tell you, no matter what, it does feel like there are times where it feels like I'm failing. And that struggle to maintain both my professional status as well as my personal status, me being a mom, me being a wife, it is hard. It is so hard. So let's go ahead and with balancing act, I know a good amount of you guys struggle with this. So let's come up with some expert advice. So I want to go ahead and provide you with a tool used by Gottman. It's called Turning Toward. And this is where we ensure that partners acknowledge each other's struggle and actively work towards creating a balanced routine. And this is the part, there are times where you and I are like, dude, I have a meeting. Like, I can't go pick up our daughter. I can't go attend this. You couldn't attend the parent-teacher meeting or the parent lunch. But we do run into whose meeting is more important. Do you feel like that sometimes? Like, yep. You have to provide evidence as to why your meeting is more important than mine.
Yes. All the time.
Right? Mm-hmm. And that ends, I do the same. For me, the same thing happens. And it feels as if like me trying to turn toward you is one of the last things I want to do. Because I really just want to shake the shit out of you so you can see, no.
It's a measuring contest.
It does become a measuring contest. It absolutely, you just said it right now. I feel like you feel like you have to prove to me how important this meeting is. And I as well feel that same way. So turning toward, although it's key, it's also something really difficult to do. And I find myself, whenever I struggle with, that measuring contest, like let's say, for example, this Tuesday with the parent lunch, there was no way I was going to allow my daughter to have lunch and watch all of these parents there without her mom or dad. And I was able to go ahead and move some of my clients. You didn't have that opportunity. And so it literally took me, wait a minute, it's not a measuring contest. Willie really can't go. And this is where I'm turning toward you in honoring your work and being able to go ahead and make that bid for connection between the two of us by saying, babe, you know what? I got it. You don't even have to worry about it. And although it wasn't executed perfectly, at the end of the day, our daughter had her chocolate milkshake, her In-N-Out burger, and animal style fries, and she was happy as a cucumber. Let's go to number 2, guilt trip. Common issues. Do you want to go ahead and take this one?
Yeah, it's feeling guilty for not being able to dedicate enough time to family or work.
Can you give us an example of that for you?
Yeah, there's there's definitely times when you just, it's, you have this time. I mean, we just talked about it right now. There's the guilt trip that goes on with one another, or it's like a guilt court,
Mm-hmm.
and you're suing each other for different things that have taken place, and I've done this and you haven't done that.
Yep.
And so that there's that comparison, and I think that that doesn't bode well for the kids, for the relationship. So I think that's one of the things that
Well, give us an example though. When have you been in guilt court?
I think it happens often, and it happens in different levels, whether it's minor comments or just huge blowups of, I'm doing all these things, I'm changing my schedule,
Mm-hmm.
I'm having to do all these things, and I don't see you doing any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where it comes into play. Or when I was deployed, it was, I'm mom, dad, I'm a single father, mother, I have to be everybody, and you get to go do what you want to do.
Yeah, you get to hang with your homies
Yeah.
and like play with guns and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what we did.
Yeah. Well, that's how it was pictured in my brain.
So, I mean, there is a comparison, and no matter what, when both parents are working, they're doing everything that they can to provide for their family. The family doesn't see that; they just see the comparison. They see the fighting. So, where do we go from here?
Yeah. And you bring up a really valid point, the family. And when you mention the family, I know it's my understanding that you're talking about the kids.
Yeah.
Kids could give two shits. The biggest thing is they don't want to see us fighting.
Yeah.
And so one piece of expert advice for you guys is to emphasize on the importance of having a positive perspective, maintaining a positive outlook, and appreciating each other's efforts rather than focus on each other's shortcomings. And that right there, I know for a fact, I am totally guilty of. I'm totally guilty of. I have been guilty of bringing up your shortcomings because it's like, it feels like the weight is on me. And I am, like, if I take it even further, I am fighting against the guilt that I feel with not being able to do the things that I'm asking you to do. Or I guess the guilt stems from me. I just don't want to disappoint our kids. I don't ever want to disappoint our kids. And one of the primary reasons why I don't want to
I
disappoint
think
the
some
kids.
of it just comes from your own childhood. And
Well,
dealing
that's
with
what I
your
was
own
gonna.
stuff,
Yeah,
too.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
get at. Like I was constantly disappointed. Like on like, I mean, shit. I can't say it was minute by minute, but I was constantly disappointed. I thought my dad would be sober, and there he is high again. I thought we were gonna go somewhere, but there he is. My dad got pissed off, so we couldn't go somewhere. I thought we had money to buy something, but that's right, we're poor. We can't go to wherever we're gonna go. And so it was
So
like,
you don't want the kids to feel
hell
what you
no,
felt as a child.
absolutely not. And so that guilt
And so it's
trip.
pissing you off because you think that I'm deliberately, or that your partner's deliberately doing this
Yes.
to make you feel that way, when
Yep.
they don't know what's going on in your head,
No.
and you don't know where this is stemming from.
No. Well, it takes me a while to kind of self-reflect and make the connections. And I am capable of doing that, but I'd be lying if I told you that I do it right away in the moment. I'd be totally lying. Instead, I probably do fall into my guilt trip, and then that's where I expose your shortcomings. And I try to use that. I try to weaponize that so that you'll go ahead and do maybe whatever thing that I can't do. And so instead of doing that, like I said, we want to focus on that positive perspective, maintaining that positive outlook and appreciating each other.
I used to do that anyway.
Huh?
I used to do that anyway.
You used to do what anyway? That's a bunch of bullshit.
Get the hell out of here.
We're being real right now.
When I came home
what?
And you were ready to damn blow a head gasket and you were pissed off, ready to throw a kid out the window.
You know what?
I was like, look, I got it. Nope. Even though I just worked for fucking 17 hours straight. Here's what do you need help with? I got it. Right I got it.
Are you for real right now?
Have a seat. Here's a drink. I got it.
What the frick?
And then I would take over everything.
Rewind the tape.
S on my chest.
Rewind the tape.
And I got it.
Get
just
the hell
running
out of
laps
here.
around the house.
Nope. Get the. You really have that story in your head.
Yes. That's exactly what happened.
Babe, I promise you. If we roll back that tape, okay.
Not all the time, but it happened.
No. Because right now you were Captain Save a Ho. Right now you were totally.
You would know.
Shut up. Right now you're acting as if you were Captain Save a Ho. You were freaking came to the rescue. That's some bullshit. If I rewind the tape will show and prove that there were times that not only did I lose my shit, lose my shit on the kids.
You want to lose your shit on me too?
Hell
and I'd be like, look, better knock that shit off.
Get out of here.
Half pint.
He's so full of shit. What are you calling me half pint for?
Because what you going to do about my ankle?
All right.
4-0.
I'm 5'2".
Whatever.
5'3" on a good day. All right. The next common issue couples have is called societal stereotypes. This issue involves battling societal expectations and stereotypes related to gender roles in parenting. So this one right here is a big one.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things that depending on your upbringing and I would say even ethnicity, it's going to go back to your roots.
Well, let's talk about us though. Let's talk about how it plays out with us.
I would talk about the way it is expected to be and the way it is in our house.
I want you to
it's expected to be.
Hold on.
Let me. Hey, this is my turn. I'm talking.
My God. This ain't your show, sucker.
It doesn't matter.
You got invited. You could get disinvited. Hey,
pulled your string.
Shut up.
Anyway, so
give
I
us
would
an
say.
Example.
So
give me an example.
Typically, the guy would be out.
Nope.
The man would be working.
Give me a memory.
The wife would be at home working. That was my memory. My memory was although my mom worked, my stepfather worked. My mom would come home. My stepfather would go to the garage or go grab beer and go sit down and watch TV, whatever. And my mom would slave away in the kitchen.
Yeah.
After working a long day, the same amount of day that they both had together, and then she would drop us off at and pick us up for the day, and those were my memories.
Yeah.
In our house, it's not like that. It's whoever is home first. I wanted to make sure that in my own life that there was a balance, and a balance being that it shouldn't be one way versus the other. And I don't believe in superiority and inferiority, and I have to be the muscle of the house, and I have to impose my will on others and remind everybody who I am and that I wear the pants, and nobody gives a crap about that.
Yeah.
It's a partnership. And to me, it's being able to pull my weight when my wife is, she's had a really crappy day. I heard Brene Brown say it a couple of times on different podcasts and on videos. And she goes, her and her husband, when they get home, they say where they're at in a percentage. They say, hey, I'm at a 20. And she says, I'm at an 80. I got you. I'll take the rest of it. Don't worry. And if she goes, I'm at, he said, her husband says, I'm at 25. And she says, well, I'm at 35. And they go, well, you know what? We need some time to just blow off some steam, have some alone time, whatever. And then we'll reconnect and we'll talk about some things, because we realize that we're both at our breaking point. And so what we do in our house is we balance that out by picking each other's weight up and carrying the load. because the expectations, societal expectations, would be that the wife is in the kitchen, the guy is doing all the hard, heavy labor, laborious type stuff in the house,
Yeah.
and the woman's doing all the cooking and cleaning.
This is where,
We don't do that, though.
No.
I know looking for the right therapist can be challenging. However, feeling overwhelmed and disconnected is even harder. Life is filled with several twists and turns, some more severe than others. We do our best to handle them as they come and find ourselves at a loss, not knowing what to do or who to turn to. The clinicians here at Outside the Norm Counseling are here to help. We are here to assist you through this time of need. Together, we will identify your strengths and goals and teach you healthy coping skills. Together, we will develop a plan to help you live the life you want to live. Our team is compassionate, genuine, and we take a great deal of pride in providing an empathetic, non-judgmental approach to all of our clients. It's time! You've waited long enough, whether it be for you, your child, or if you're in need of a couple session. We are highly trained clinicians ready to guide you. Schedule an appointment now by calling 951-395-3288. Again, that number is 951-395-3288. We're looking forward to meeting you and being a part of your journey.
But with the societal stereotypes, when in-laws come over, I mean, my mom just knows, right? But when in-laws come over, or like maybe even some of your family
that hasn't seen me in a long time.
Family that hasn't seen you in a long time, that is not part of the societal norms. If anything, that's complete opposite. Yeah. And
and for our kids, it's like it catches them off guard too.
Exactly. So for us, we've had family come over and go, wait a minute, you guys don't eat till 9:30 or what? You're having dinner and it's like 7 p.m., or wait a minute, Willie, you're cooking, and that was really difficult. And one thing that really, really helped me was owning the fact that, listen, I'm making money right now. I'm out there making money. I'm out there busting my ass. I'm out there changing lives. I am out there doing the damn thing. Even if it's no money involved, I'm out there doing the damn thing. And I'm not going to apologize because I am choosing to go ahead and do that as a working professional. And it was really, really hard because I remember there were comments about, my sister-in-laws and how, they have home-cooked meals, which hey, high five. Can you please invite my family over and feed them too? Just asking. And your house, I heard your house is amazing, awesome, and clean. Let's go ahead and instead of having dinner at my house, let's have that shit at your house. And it was one of those things where it's like, I had to, as a woman, I had to own that that's not going to be the case in my house. And even if somebody doesn't agree with it, even if it's somebody that I love, I have to be okay with it. And by doing that, what Willie and I were able to do, which is the next lesson for you guys, is do what's called create shared meaning. We ensured that both of us created our own family values and roles, independent of societal roles. And that's something you just brought up.
Yeah.
Right? We literally had to create something that worked for not only just the two of us, also our kids. And it was completely outside. It was completely outside of what everybody agreed to. Let's go to the next one. So the next issue that working parents, working mom versus working dads have is communication chaos. Now, this one I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm just going to take the trophy, because this one right here, I'm going to say working moms do it better. I'm going to say working moms do it better. I'm going to say, I'm going to say working moms do it better. Let's go ahead and cover the issue.
So the issue is miscommunication or lack of communication about parenting styles and responsibilities.
Yeah. So I want you to come up with a time where there was this lack of communication, and because of that lack of communication, it interrupted our ability to either discipline or parent our children. I mean, that rarely happens because I'm kind of like a perfect wife.
Not at all.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
We are, like, Thousands of people are listening to this.
Be transparent. Tell the truth.
Go.
All right. So times where we've had some miscommunication.
With regards to discipline. It's been a minute. I feel like we've been doing pretty good. Right?
Yeah, but there's still times where...
Okay, calm down. I was good with that. That's where we're going to leave it.
I will try to discipline the kids, and then you go, just let them go. Let them do this. Let them do that. Or just give it to them. And I'm like, wait a minute. Just the other day, you were pissed off and like, you're grounded for life. I'm taking your phone. I'm taking all your stuff, and you're not doing this. And then all of a sudden... Yeah, as a matter of fact, that was last week.
Okay, calm down. And really? It was last year.
Yeah, it was last week.
Last year.
And you said, you know what? Friday, you're not going to this. And then I was like, what the hell happened? Why is she not here? Oh, because I let her go. You just said that she's not going.
Oh, that's
right. And
I
backed you up. And I said, yeah, that's right. She's not going.
That's right.
Put your foot down. And she was like, and then
Say
all of a sudden,
chest.
Yeah. And then I go over there and what happens? Kids out gallivanting all over town.
She was. Damn it. Yeah. But that would be another time where our parenting styles weren't in line with one another. Correct. Which is a huge, huge problem with working parents. So it makes me think of one time when I came home after work and you're like, where's Aubrey? And I was like, oh, she's here. And you're like, you never told me she can go. And I was like, well, or you never told me that they even asked. And I was like, well, I just made the decision to go. And you were saying, well, I wish you would have included me in that decision. And it's like, I was in between sessions. I had like 15 text messages. And it was just like, you know what? It's not a bad idea. Fine. And it was either between me, replying to you or me eating something. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to reply to this person.
I need a Snickers bar right now.
It's not a Snickers bar. I wish it was a Snickers bar. But it was one of those things. And that does cause conflict, especially because we're both working. We're both busy and answering phone calls, replying to text messages. It's not always easy. And so for us, there are times where it's like, I'm either going to raise hell with my partner about this, or I'm going to let this one slide. And let this slide like they're going to owe me later. No, not at all. But let this one slide as I got to pick and choose my battles. Is this something I really want to go toe to toe with, or is this something that I can just let go? Yeah. And I got to say, don't get a big head, but I got to say you do pretty good at that. Like with regards to conflict resolution. Okay, calm down. This is why I don't give you compliments. This is why I got to keep you humble. I got to keep you humble.
I'm humble, but I know my place. I know where I'm at.
But this is one of those times that you do so much better with...
I will say that I watched you this week, and you do not do well under stress.
I'm a therapist.
You shit the bed with stress. Horrible.
Where did you get shit the bed?
Huh?
Where did you get this shit the bed?
Don't worry about
me to Lit. We're in the middle of like a watching series. Suits. We've been watching Suits like no tomorrow, and Lit. Attorney Lit, whatever his name is, he always shits the bed. Lewis Lit. Anyways, baby, I don't get all crazy.
Yes,
I'm pretty good.
No, you do not stay even keeled at all. You cannot control your emotions. Your emotions get the best of you. You are lit.
Baby.
What?
You about to get lit up. You about to get lit up. Anyways.
Go cry in your corner.
Anyways. Shut up. Stupid. So the antidote for communication chaos is to focus on effective conflict resolution, ensuring disagreements are handled constructively and communication is clear and effective. This one's hard. And this one right here, I'm going to go ahead and add to it. So make sure you guys are writing this down. You guys should be writing this down. But this is what I'm going to add to it. Being able to identify perpetual versus solvable arguments. And I know when I'm ready to light your ass on fire, I know in that moment, we just got into what's called a perpetual argument. This is triggering me emotionally, and I'm feeling flooded and overwhelmed. And it's really difficult for me to come up with a solution when all I want to do is go toe to toe with you.
Let's go. We got boxing gloves. Let's go. Let's get it.
But yeah, that's where I go, and it's because I'm so passionate about. I mean, like last night. We're not going to get into what happened last night because that's another episode.
Yeah.
But like last night's conversation, I wanted you so badly to really understand my point.
Oh, and I stood around and I talked to you.
Okay, we're not going to get into it.
Your stuff.
We're not going to get into it.
But then I turned it on you and I started talking to
that's
you,
where you messed up.
and telling you stuff.
That's where
and
you
I started telling you stuff,
hey,
and
Ron,
you didn't want to listen. And you didn't want to listen.
Hey, that's where you messed up.
I'm done talking. I'm done. That's it. I'm finished.
That was me saying I'm flooded.
But I couldn't do that.
No, you couldn't.
No, I couldn't do it.
Because you get lit.
I had to listen.
You'll get lit.
To your nagging ass.
All right, next.
My favorite part right here.
Here we
go. Hey, this last one right here.
For you fellas?
For the fifth topic right here. Hey, this is an important one right here. Intimacy intruders.
Oh, shit. Let's go there.
I call them chocolate bunnies.
Why do you call them chocolate baby?
Cockblockers.
Shut up.
All right.
Say it again. I don't think they heard you.
Cockblockers.
Who are you talking about when you say that?
Damn kids, little rugrats. Come knocking at the wrong times.
Chocolate bunnies. Stupid. All right, let's talk about this issue.
So that was our code word back in the day when the kids would come around and like, God damn, chocolate bunnies. Because we couldn't say that about the kids. So we just said that because it was more PG.
Know.
All right. So the issue is finding time for romance and maintaining intimacy while managing parenting duties. I'll say that again. Finding time for romance and maintaining intimacy while managing parenting duties.
And being a working parent. That's like hard.
Yes.
I'm tired.
Which is what this whole damn thing is about. So you in there in your grind all day and you want to grind at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like trying to figure out like, damn, I need some relief. I've been doing this all day. I'm tired. Then doing everything that I got to do with these damn kids. Finally, the end of the night is, and you're like, I just want to get some nookie, and cap this night off. For real. Frustrated.
So this is a big issue for working parents. And one of the primary reasons why it's a big issue, because for most men, it's a stress reliever.
Yes.
For women, the stress reliever.
You want the connection.
No, let me.
You want the emotion.
Okay,
you
calm down. Calm down.
And all that other stuff.
No, you know what? I want you to stay the frick away from me, and I want you to let me go to sleep.
That's what I want. Anything. You don't even got to be. Your body's just got to be warm. You ain't even got to be awake.
Literally, during those moments, when my stress reliever is either sitting in front.
Do some tasks.
No.
Go do some more work for me.
Well, yeah, that's like, that stuff gets me hot. But
you don't do anything with it. Anyway.
That was a jab. So for me, a stress reliever is different than you. Mm-hmm. So for me, I've been in chaos and high level, right? All day. So trauma, there's been a whole bunch of stuff going on in my day.
Yeah.
So not only meeting with my clients, but also I have to make executive decisions, right? I'm talking to financial advisors. I'm talking, and creating a business plan for our team. I'm, delegating tasks. I'm freaking on the clock when it comes to certain deadlines. And it's my business.
Yeah.
It is my business. And so if shit hits the fan, I got to make sure it's done. Don't get me wrong. I have a very, very well-oiled machine. However, there's still a lot going on. And so when I come home, the last thing I want to do is entertain you. The last thing I want to do is put some lingerie on and then get you all worked up, giving you all kinds of kisses.
You didn't take much of that.
I know. For you, I just look.
You can look at me a certain way.
I'm in. I'm ready to go.
For real? Right now?
Right now? It's happening? Clothes off.
That's right.
But for me, it's like, I just want to sit in front of a TV. I just want to numb out. And that's it. And what I mean by numb out is give me my ice cream, my water bottle, or my Topo Chico, or my Pellegrino.
That's Suburban.
And I'm done. I'm done. For you, it's like, let's put some Marvin Gaye on and let's make this shit happen. So stress relievers look different for both of us. And when you guys are both working parents, and you guys are professionals, this does take a toll for you on you both. So for you, and I'll say the expert advice, how has nurturing fondness and admiration helped us in our marriage with regards to this particular topic?
Well, it gives us the ability to take the time to express our love for one another, show each other the appreciation that we have towards one another. Just knowing that each of us had chaotic days. One of us may have had a worse day more than the other. And to me, it's showing that compassion, and just expressing that love, that gratitude, that appreciation for what they've done and how hard they've whatever their day looked like, and just acknowledging that. And then I think those are the small little nuggets that move the needle.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be sex?
No, it doesn't. But it can turn towards that as you do those subtle things. Just like I brought some of my wife's favorite ice cream yesterday with some Topo Chicos.
Yes, he did.
And it wasn't even an ask. It was just, I was out, I seen it, and I was like, oh, my baby loves this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go get that for her. And
I appreciated it.
Yeah.
And I made sure I let you know that.
And then just tonight, she returned the favor, and I go, and I was like the last one to eat, and we were getting ready to celebrate tonight. And then she goes, she's making a plate, and I go, I thought you said you didn't want this. She goes, I didn't. And I go, well, then who's that plate for? She goes, I'm making you a plate. And I go, oh, baby. And so, returning that same favor.
Mm-hmm. And that falls back into nurturing that fondness and admiration for your partner. And so we just went over 5 of the common issues. I shouldn't say main. They are they bleed into main, but 5 of the common issues couples, working moms and dads face in their relationship. What is the last piece of information? What is the last nugget you want to give our listeners? Let's say the husbands are listening right now. Mm-hmm. So you're speaking to the husbands. What is the last nugget that you want to give them? Like you're talking to them right now.
The last thing that I'd say to guys is...
Yeah, this topic is completely foreign to them.
I would say don't make it a measuring contest. Learn to appreciate one another. Like, you don't know the type of day that your wife had. They don't know the day that you had. But I think that you should be able to just walk into a situation, have some situational awareness, kind of read the room and see what's going on, and then just go with it. Go with what you feel is the right thing at that moment versus, oh God, my day was this and that. Nobody wants to hear a sob story. Like, just get over yourself. Who cares? You did all those things. Great. Give yourself a pat on the back. But now you come home and you're with your family. Like, that to me is the true joy. Like, I worked all this day, like this hard day to come back to my beautiful family.
Yeah.
And like, after that, it's just, you get to be with your spouse, your kids. And just, that to me is what you should really appreciate.
Baby, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. This was awesome. I had fun. And we all realized that working moms kick ass.
And
so do working dads. That's right. All right, until next time. Bye, you guys.
Peace.
Raise your hand if you are ready to level up your marriage for 2023. Do you find that you're spending your time together with your husband checked out and in front of the TV? I know you're ready for tangible strategies that actually get you results. Reignite the spark in your marriage, have fun, and grow together. Well, I hope you have your hand raised at this minute because I have something special for you. I'm introducing my brand new 6-question marriage predictor quiz that's gonna give you personalized results to catapult you into the next stage of your marriage journey. That means you'll receive the results to where your marriage can get the best help. If you've got just 1 minute, head to veronicacisneros.org/quiz. Again, that's veronicacisneros.org/quiz, and you could take my brand new quiz, Marriage Predictor. Get your results delivered right to your email address. Again, that's veronicacisneros.org/quiz, veronicacisneros.org/quiz. What's up, ladies? Just want to let you guys know that your ratings and reviews for this podcast are greatly appreciated. If you love this podcast, please go to iTunes right now, write a review, rate the episode, and subscribe. Don't forget to share it with your friends.
Addiction impacts all of us. Addiction's consequences run through all of us. From ourselves to our loved ones and through our communities, addiction creates so much loss and grief. My name is Dwayne Osterlin, and I'm the host of the Addicted Mind podcast, a show featuring personal stories, expert guests, and vital information about addiction and addiction recovery. We'll talk with leading treatment providers to discuss the latest research and treatment options for this devastating disease and advocate for mental health awareness. We discuss topics like the importance of creating a community of support, to helping loved ones, to some of the latest research on psychedelic medicines. The Addicted Mind podcast has been about creating hope, listening to stories of many amazing people that have overcome addiction and are thriving. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, subscribe to the Addicted Mind podcast wherever you get your podcasts, or check out theaddictedmind.com. New episodes every Monday. See you there.
It's easy to blame ourselves for our struggles with alcohol. We see people around us being able to control their drinking without any consequences, yet no matter what we try, we can't seem to figure it out for ourselves. My name is Jillian Teets, and I am the host of the Sober Powered podcast, where I use my biochemistry background to explain the latest research in addiction and help you understand both why you drink the way you do and how to develop the skills and mindset you need to find freedom from alcohol. I discuss topics like why we think about our drinking 24/7, why we have no off switch, and why we crave alcohol. If you're struggling with your drinking or you know someone who is, then I hope that you will check out the Sober Powered podcast. New episodes every Friday. See you there.